Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark and I'm the Mediocre Modeler. Thank you for stopping by. Today is Wednesday and it's pouring outside. I just wanted to come on today and let you know what's up, and I bought a few models, so I'm going to do a What's Up Wednesday hosted by Dave at Woody Scale Model Garage, and What Did You Buy Wednesday hosted by Joe at Big Sky Model Workshop. I'll leave a link in the description for their channels. So I met Dave before at NNL East, and we've been interacting in the community for a while now, and he's a good guy, and I appreciate him. He's a really good model builder, and he's been in the hobby pretty much his whole life. And Joe, he was an announcer at racing, and he's in the on the podcast on Thursday night, I believe. I haven't gone in there because it's just a wrong night of the week for me. But anyways, I want to also say, hey Joe, I apologize for not having your shop card. I misplaced it, but I'm going to reach out and I'll ask for another one. Okay. So what's up Wednesday? And I'll show you a little bit of gardening clip, and it's one of my hobbies, and sorry about my eyes. I don't know where the camera is. I'm kind of holding it in my hand, and so I'm looking all over the place. But anyways, let me get at it, okay? I'll turn you around. So like I said, this is hosted by Dave Wood at Woody Scale Model Garage. Established 2023. There's nice builds on there. This is his old card, I believe. But you don't know Dave, you should know Dave. If you go to NNL East, you'll meet him. He's usually there, and that's where I met him, and he's a great guy. And Joe, like I said, I apologize for not having your shop card. I misplaced it. I'm going to reach out and request another one, and sorry about that. First kit I want to show you is the Revell Monogram 1967 Corvette 427 Roadster. And when they first came out, it says free American flag. That would have been cool. I wonder if I send it in, will they honor it? Probably need a receipt. But I bought this at NNL East, and I built the Felicity Shagwell Corvette same year. It was a Roadster too, and I'm wondering if it's the pretty much the same mold, but very cool. I also got the from Model Car Garage. They had a booth over at NL East, and I picked up the photo etch set. That's a 66 and 67 models. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I had such a fun time building that Felicity Shagwell Corvette that I want to build another one and put some photo etch details into it. The next two kits came from my local hobby shop, and I like going there because I get to talk to the guy, and I didn't ask for permission to say his name, but so I'm not gonna. But I talked to him. He's a good guy, and I like shooting shit with him, and he always has these kits that are eye catching for me. Anyways, they're oddball kits or whatever. I don't know, but this is it. 1953 Ford convertible Indy pace car by Lindbergh. it's a cool car. Well, I remember seeing somebody build this on YouTube before, but yeah, cool one to have in the stash. I remember, people talking about this. It was Ollie's had them, and we didn't have an Ollie's around me at the time, and there was 2 of these at my local hobby shop, and so I picked one. And this is the Radfink trailer. So yeah, I heard they used to sell them at Ollie's. My Ollie's, I don't know. They don't have. I have to go check them out more often, I guess. But it's a good 40 minutes away. So, and the last couple times I've been there, they've had really nothing to speak of. Nothing that interests me, anyways. Yeah. So that's what I have for What'd You Buy Wednesday, and now I'll turn it over and we'll do What's Up Wednesday. So currently I'm working on a few different projects. I am working on the Munsters living room. And that was given to me by my good friend Glenn over at Glenn's Models, Glenn and Bob Show. If you don't know Glenn, he's a awesome scratch builder and a funny guy, and he has a cool dog. He has a few dogs, anyways, and but Bob likes to steal the show, and pretty cool. So go over there, check him out. But he gave me the Munsters living room, and I've been working on that. So here's the progress I've made. I primed the floor, so now I'm going to get ready to start painting, hand painting it, acrylic. Yeah, and I primed the silly wabbit. So I decided what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to scratch build some fangs. So it's going to be the saber-toothed bunny. Make it my own, So that'll be cool. And the other thing is I finished the bat. And I like the way it turned out. I cracked myself up. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I appreciate Glenn for what he does, and his shows are Sundays and Wednesdays. And yeah, I like watching the shows, and he's a great guy. So go on over there, check out his channel, give him a like, a subscribe, tell him Mark sent you, and you'll have a good time. You won't be sorry. So the next thing I'm working on, Larry from Model Car Madness, Rhode Island, he gave me a 350 Peterbilt conventional tractor. You see the chassis up on the turnstile there. I've been trying to get rid of the paint, so I threw it in the stripper, and I broke the steps off both sides because I'm a bull in a china shop. And got the fenders, and I'll tell you, I don't know what kind of paint this is, but it does not want to give up. So I'm going to try. I had it in brake fluid, and it took the purple paint off, and you can see, I think it might be latex. I don't know. It should come off. It comes off when I scrape it, so I'll have to spend more time at it. So I stripped this. This came out nice. There's no more paint on it, except for like deep in the crevice over here. But yeah, so one of the most important things I've learned so far in this community, I feel, is the importance of mocking things up. So this brake booster here was mounted like that. So because it was at an angle like that, I couldn't put this piece down. So what I had to do is essentially I took a hobby knife and I put it in the crevice, and I kind of used a sawing motion, and I was able to break off the pin. That's all right. I'll sand it, spray paint it, or airbrush it, and we'll pin it. So this thing now sits where it's supposed to. So next thing I'm going to do is I want to finish this engine, and that's not a huge goal, but I'm pretty busy like everybody else. I have other hobbies, and I hope you enjoy the gardening. I love gardening. So thank you, Larry, for giving me this, buddy. I appreciate it, and I definitely have plans for it. So it's going to be a long-term project, but I'll keep plugging away. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the lowrider that I'm doing for this guy, Leon, model car 1589. And like I said, I'll leave a link to everybody's channel in the description. Leon, he's always hosting the lowrider group build. I got in, and I kind of got stalled, but this is what I got. I finished the door panels, and I used photo etch for the first time. And I'll tell you, each little door handle has 3 pieces of photo etch on it. The SS insignia. This little thing down here, I didn't know what it was, and I did some research. And what that is on the real 1-to-1 cars, there's a lens there. So I guess when you open the door, people can see that your door is open. That's a great idea. Did not know that. Learning. So yeah, I did that one. Here's the other one. It looks really nice. I'm psyched about it. And Dave, thank you for the tip. I'm using semi-gloss clear. Put a little dab down and then put the photo etch, and it locks it in place. I'm not sure how many pieces of photo etch are going to be going in the interior, but it's a lot. I don't know if you can see. I got the keychain, and there's a couple keys in there and a couple key locks. So I got my work cut out for me. It's, got to do a little bit at a time. Patience for me. That's what I'm learning. Let me see. Start losing everything. See a dashboard? So that was chrome, and I painted it with clear yellow. I did the center console. It has photo etch on it. I'll take that off. And I like the extra added detail. Model car garage. Comes with a speaker screen. and they came out nice. So, oh yeah, when I was at NNL East, I got this. When I saw this, I thought of Lisa. She wanted to. She loves the Grinch. So look at the detail on that. I got that from this guy. Jimmy Flintstone. Lisa says I look like Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo. Okay, the last thing, Billy, I don't have your card. It's way up there next to the ceiling, and I don't feel like getting a ladder for it. I'm building a insect. This is going to be a praying mantis. So, if you don't know what that's all about, go to Billy's channel and you'll find out. Tell him Mark sent you. So, yeah, I'm enjoying this. Looks kind of creepy. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Okay, what we're looking at here is some oak logs, approximately 4 feet in length, stacked up, and I inoculated some shiitake mushroom spawn from northspore.com. They're a company out of Maine, and I just came out here today, and it's perfect conditions. And you want to get these things young, because if you wait too long, the snails will get them. You don't want snails to get them after all this hard work. So, and I've missed flushes before, and a flush is when the mushrooms come out. So I have a pile over there, 2 piles here, and a couple piles over there. And we'll take a walk over. It's funny, I found this mushroom plate. Well, you can see they've sprouted. Nice. Yeah, they're all over the place. These are delicious. And shiitake is another name for oak mushroom. Very cool. These things last, from what I'm told, and we'll, you know, I'll find out eventually, hopefully. They last like 10 years. So they're not very predictable. It's whenever the conditions suit, they come out. But all right. I'll show you what else I got here. This here is a raised bed, and what I got is a second crop of yellow beans, wax beans, and they're just starting to sprout. So I'll get some in September and before the first frost. This was the biggest surprise in my garden this year. And what this is a black walnut tree. And how I came about this was last year I had gone to the dump and got some compost, and it was in, this walnut was in the compost, and I had spread some in a different part of my yard, and this thing sprouted. So I moved it over here, and I've been nurturing it and watering it and feeding it, and it's growing pretty good. A lot of new growth on it, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. A free tree. All right, we'll go to the other parts of my garden. This is my probably my biggest or best hobby. I love this more than model building. Some of you guys are going to be upset about that. I'm sorry. This is what I like to do too. So this is my strawberries, and last year I was talking about putting a raised bed with some 1/4-inch wire on the bottom. So that's what I did with this one. I got some ever-bearing strawberries. I put them in the ground in May, and I've been letting the suckers, picking all the suckers off, not suckers, the runners, and I'll explain what that is, but taking all the runners and let the plants get established first. And now what I did is I bought 12 plants this year, so I'm going to make 12 clones. And what I do is I fill up a little container, and I'll show you a runner first. That would be a good idea, huh? So here's a runner, and it goes over, and it would normally land somewhere and try to reestablish itself in the ground. But what I do is here's a runner off of the runner, and it's like a lifeblood from the mother plant. So I just pulled that off. So I pin it down, and I let it establish some roots. And when it establishes a root system, I'll cut the runner, and it'll be a new plant. And I can start a new bed somewhere else. So I started with 12, and this is what I got. And the beginning of the season, we had a bad strawberry season, but because these are ever-bearing, I got a bunch coming in now. Some more flowers. Yeah, over there. So yeah, very cool. So after I get these plants established, I'm gonna continue to pull off all the suckers, or runners. I keep using suckers as a term. It's not. The runners, and let the mother plant get beefy for next year. I got a little bit of weeding to do, but I think the something got in to the that's cauliflower. I don't know if it's a deer or if it's a groundhog, but yeah, I got to do some weeding. This is Brussels sprouts, and I'll be getting Brussels sprouts, you know, almost till it'll keep growing all the way to the frost. They're very cold hardy plants, and they take a long time to grow. This is my cherry tomatoes, and I found that this is the best way I found to grow these. I grow them on a string, and I train them up a string. And I take all the growth off from the bottom. That way we have good air circulation and we get what's called blight. That's rain will come and hit the soil. Bats bounce back up to the leaves and they'll start to yellow and it'll spread like wildfire in your garden. But what I do is, let me see if I can find a sucker for you. These are called suckers. They'll grow. This one I let go a little bit. They'll grow at a branch node and they'll just start like a new plant. So you want to prevent that. You want all the energy to go up because these are indeterminate. They'll keep growing until frost kills them. So let me pan out a little bit. Very cool. I got some raspberries over there. I got 3 rows trying to establish. Apple tree, 2 apple trees and a plum tree. I have a bunch of peppers growing in buckets. And I got these tomato plants here too. Look at the weeds, they grow faster than anything else. But yeah, this is pretty cool. We bought some gourds last year and it looked like Frankenstein's hand. So I cut them open and dried the seeds out and I planted them this year. And we'll see how they do, but I got one gourd right there. Pretty cool. A peach tree. My outdoor wood furnace. I gotta start cutting and splitting some wood here pretty soon. Time doesn't wait for anything. I got a few more on this tree. They're not huge this year, but they look nice. Yeah. I got a couple Asian pears that if I don't put a fence around it, the deer will eat them up. That's why this one's not even producing this year. Look at the left side of that tree was eaten by deer. And this one's producing pretty good. I got to get in there and thin them out so they get bigger. But these are delicious. And they last too, and they store well. That's my house. I need a deck. That's what I'm working on. Another project.